tailwinds. We have tailwinds. An hour perform tailwinds in the level. Listen.
At 5:36 a.m. This is NOAA All Hazards Weather Radio Station WXL 94 at Waterloo, Iowa, transmitting on 162.55 megahertz. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service at Des Moines, Iowa. The current time is 7:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and surrounding locations. Tonight, cloudy with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. Low in the mid-50s. East wind 5 to 10 miles an hour shifting to the west after midnight. Thursday, patchy fog in the mid-50s. East wind 5 to 10 miles an hour shifting to the west after midnight. In the afternoon, high in the mid-70s. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday night, mostly clear. High in the mid-70s. Low in the lower 50s. Sunday, sunny. High in the mid-70s. Sunday night, mostly clear. Low in the lower 50s. Monday, mostly sunny. A 20% chance of thunderstorms in the morning. High in the mid-70s. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of thunderstorms. Low in the upper 50s. Tuesday, partly sunny. A 20% chance of thunderstorms in the morning. High around 80. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms until midnight, then a chance of showers after midnight. Low around 60. Chance of precipitation 40%. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a 20% chance of thunderstorms. High in the upper 70s. Again, the forecast for Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and surrounding locations for tonight. Cloudy with a 50% conditions for the Waterloo area. At the Waterloo Airport, it was fair. The temperature was 69 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity 81.
Oh, here's our bow. Okay.
Greetings from TornadoHQ.com.
Dispatcher 19, UP Morehouse, over.
Come on, dispatcher 12, over. 7969 West, dispatcher. Go ahead, over. They're all done fueling here at Beverly, looking for a lead there, Fairfax, over. Here it comes.
Dispatcher out.
We're done at north of Bar.
You guys are clear to make your way over to Wilson's as well. Wilson 1 should have, like, about 16 cars. Wilson 3 has 1. Over. You got job 14 doing Cargill switch. Over.
Yep, we talked to him. 13 now.
Clear.
on north, 63. Would you be qualified down the street at Carlisle to bring this train or no, sir?
Troy, are you okay? Do you see any tornadoes?
Well, to the north, when I was coming down over by like a main refrigeration, there was pretty good clouds, but I don't see no tornadoes.
All right, you're right on the red.
Okay.
Street crossing at Carlisle.
Now to hold my hand.
He's on his way.
Bueno, agua. Bueno.
There is one new tornado warning for Iowa.
It's film warning for Iowa right now. That's so why. Bad.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Illinois and Missouri.
To 71 degrees. At Mason City, it was sunny. At Charles City, it was
To east, permission Rock Island Yard. Permission the BNSF Industrial Track, 44th Street, Rock Island to 7th Street East. Lane. Permission Silvis Yard, that's Silvis. Work with the hour, state 501.
Initial S for Sue, date of birth 1969-0202, 69-0202.
Yeah.
His name as the first 29. The first name is going to be Gregory. Time spelling. Initial Kate.
There is one new tornado warning for Iowa.
660825, 660825. I have, excuse me, 228's when ready.
Go ahead.
The first is going to be through Tennessee, 4 King 2 1 A Adam 9 4 K2 1 A 9.
Next.
The second is going to be through Iowa. Henry, Queen, Zebra, 023, HQZ, 023.
8, 8,
42175. Go ahead. 175 is in out here.
Butler County, 12-1. I'm moving location. I'm coming over to the Blues house where all the rest of the parties that were involved with this are at. I'm moving location. So, Blues house where North Elm Street here in Juma.
1949.
North Elm Street here in Juma.
1949.
Iowa.
I've got this for you on how.
Iowa.
No weather service says that we are in that warning. Probably better hit the sirens.
There is one new special marine warning.
D01 on your frequency. I'm coming through Iowa Falls, headed for Jersey Lakes where we reported touchdown.
Since this is in radar indicated though, but there is that one that's observed.
801, 150 on fire.
Is Missouri in danger? So Missouri is
150 on fire. 801, 150 on fire.
So Missouri.
Hey guys.
Hey, go ahead. 801, according to National Weather Service, we have one on the ground northwest of Iowa Falls. Iowa Falls has different sirens off.
12-1.
Influence confirmed by the National Weather Service according to dispatch. Alright, I'm just coming into Iowa Falls. I think I'll just make a U-E and go back out on County Blacktop and see what we got out there then.
Hey guys, we have a channel on Aquarium in Iowa. Hey, Simon,
There are two new warnings affecting Iowa.
Iowa has a channel on Aquarium right now. Listen to the police traffic.
Call the LAP.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Illinois.
Department, National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for west central Grundy County until 8:30. We have a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located 9 miles southwest of Eldora, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Again, tornado warning for west central Grundy County until 8:30. They're showing a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 9 miles southwest of Eldora, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. They're showing a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 9 miles southwest of Eldora, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. They're showing a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 9 miles southwest of Eldora, moving northeast at 25 miles.
Alpha 23.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
10-8, 76 back to Alpha.
Yeah, we have a tornado on ground right now. I'm visiting traffic.
What it's going to be until it actually does it. And at this point,
There we go.
okay, so this is Aaron Scheinblum in the Mobile Weather Lab heading north out of North Liberty on 965. So he is going to be watching to see if he can end up finding if there's anything to see as far as rotation goes, or if there's any damage to be checking out. But Aaron Scheinblum heading north on 960.
Right here behind the scenes, folks. Possibly just outside of Cape Girardeau, Cobden, and Anna. Some broad rotation in through here as of right now.
18.
Some rain push. Pretty quiet. Western Iowa County. That storm continues to weaken.
One is another one.
Look, Jimmy.
And we never know exactly what it's going to be until it actually does it. And at this point, that hook shape going on, that's another area that we're watching. In addition, we have that area of rotation located that was near, let's see here, near west of Lador, southwest of Lador. No tornado warning on that. That is actually weakened substantially.
Right here behind the scenes, folks. Possibly just outside of Cape Girardeau, Cobden, and Anna. In terms of other storms for that one right now. Let me zoom in the radar here so you can see what I mean here. This area to the northwest.
Pardon, Marshall and Glenn, under tornado warning right now.
There's going to be a new tornado warning. It's in this yellow box coming out of Scott City and Tams. You see here, still a broad rotation. A couple of minutes ago, the rotation was much stronger. You see here in I-55. Remember, where green meets red is where you have a broad rotation. So this is wind towards and away from the radar. You put the two together, and that's your broad cyclonic. That's what they like to call it, broad. So
Well area. Let me give you a look at the.
Counterclockwise, your possibility for a tornado in through there. So we put the regular radar back on.
So here's the radar right now.
So you can see what we're tracking.
A lot of heavy rain continues. It's now 8 p.m. A lot of heavy rain for Cadiz. I do have a warning on. There is no warnings for this area. I also just turned on the hail. The gray colors is where there's a possibility for some small nickel-sized hail coming out of the Mayfield area. Maybe some other area too. The strongest storm at the moment is outside of Cape Girardeau. The blue color is hail. Possibly over quarter-sized hail, so you'll hear it on the windows coming into Anna and Cobden the next couple of minutes. Maurice, heavy rain, Paducah, just some lightning. Here's a loop over the past 30 minutes. You see the rain moving from southwest to
There is one new tornado warning for Iowa.
Clinton, Hickman, Kentucky as well. So if you live in anywhere in Kentucky, there's no official severe warnings right now, but there is a flash flood warning, which should be treated seriously because
there is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Arkansas and Texas.
Yeah, we are getting in some reports of stronger winds, but let me put the query back on here because there's a flash flood warning for Alexander, Ballard, Mississippi County till 9:15. If you live in that area, severe storm warning till 8:15, Pulaski, Alexander, Union counties. But again, none of these storms in here of western Kentucky have any concern right now. Our friends in northwest Tennessee, you're quiet right now, but there will be rain and storms approaching your area. Union City, eventually to Dyersburg, as this complex pushes off to the east within the next 30 to 45 minutes in Union City and Martin. But again, area of most concern is this severe warned storm crossing over Anna. I'll put the velocity back on so we can see if there's any rotation. Still a broad area of rotation in through here. I'll put one last track on this for you so you can see where it's heading the next couple of minutes. Again, some strong wind gusts possible with that storm. So the center of the possible damaging winds is something about like this, moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. So here's a track. If you live in these areas, you need to be prepared to seek shelter indoors. These are the areas for possible damaging winds. Anna, Vienna about 8:33, Marion about 8:50. So I'm going to sign off of Facebook Live here. We will keep you up to date if anything else is issued. I will come back on the air either on Channel 6 if there's a tornado warning or back on Facebook if these storms pulse back up and have me concerned about anything. But as of right now, the most recent report we got was a 60-mile-per-hour gust from this complex of storms coming out of southeast Missouri into southern Illinois. If you have any other questions, I'm just scrolling through here to see any of your comments. Ledbetter, rain continues. Let's see here. Chelsea Tucker's watching on the feed. I'm fine at work. Murray, Kentucky, just some rain. Let's see here. So I'm going to sign off.
There
here.
is
It's
one new
8:05.
tornado warning for
Severe
Iowa.
thunderstorm warning does continue till 8:15. There may be a new tornado warning issued because this storm still has some broad rotation, so I will be here all night watching it. If a new tornado warning is issued, I'll come on Channel 6 over the air. Also, if there's anything of more concerning about severe weather, we'll come in on Facebook Live. At Carbondale, you're good for at least the next 30 minutes. Paducah, just some heavy rain, some lightning and thunder through the next 2 hours. Not really looking at much severe weather in Paducah. The best chance for the severe weather is going to be in this cone heading into southern Illinois. So I'm going to sign off of Facebook, and rest assured I'm here tracking the storms. We'll come back on the air online if anything is overly concerning.
Set off the sirens and pull the joist.
I have set off the sirens over in the southwest corner. I'm going to go ahead and do an all county.
You know, it doesn't look bad, but it's actually, we've had several.
There is one new tornado warning for Iowa.
Little bit, and that's where those winds are going both directions, indicating the potential for some rotation. So let's take that area and put a storm track on it off to the northeast. So this area just near Wellman, just on the edge of that storm. Over the next hour or so, let's extend it out a little bit further as it moves generally toward the Iowa City area. Sharon Center at 8:51 is the next town in line with this. Of course, as we know, Frytown affected by that storm Friday night in this general area as well. The Iowa City area, it reaches the airport by 9:21, Coralville and the Coral Ridge Mall at 9:23, the heart of Iowa City at about 9:28 as the storm moves off to the northeast. Those areas not in a tornado warning, but definitely need to be watching this storm. Hopefully, as the sun continues to set, we get these storms starting to weaken just a little bit.
I cannot wait for sunset. I think the folks at home are kind of anticipating that as well, because that will be a good situation. There may be a threat that lingers a bit beyond that, but with the sun going down, that would be a good situation. A couple of other tornado warning updates.
What do you have, Justin?
I want to do. Oh, that's okay. A couple of things from off to the west. Let's see. Hardin is expired for the tornado warning. Marshall, you are canceled out of the warning.
Yep.
So
it's this blinking one right here.
So that one is up in Hardin County. So the Eldora area, you're still in that tornado warning. Also, still far west or southwest in Grundy County. Grundy Center not included in that particular tornado warning.
Yep, so that's another area of concern. It looks like it's capable of producing a tornado still, they're saying. Let's take a quick look at velocity scope here as well. It's not as well defined as some of the other areas, but it is definitely there in terms of potential for a tornado in that area. And that's another area where we've seen several reports of funnel clouds and occasional tornado touchdowns off that direction. As we can pull up some of these storm reports, those storms have been prolific funnel cloud producers as well. So just really, again, like we said, just about anything out there has the potential, as we've noted with the continued issuance of tornadoes.
And we do have another view from the Mobile Weather Lab. This is 965 at the Iowa River looking northwest. We have a view from that direction. Obviously, you can see the rain has been falling, which makes it somewhat challenging. Just because, and this is highlighting the importance of the situation where these, if there is a tornado, it may very well be rain wrapped. So you may not be able to see it from a distance. So again, Mobile Weather Lab is monitoring things from 965 at the Iowa River, looking to the northwest and keeping an eye on things there as well. Did have a report from the Weather Service earlier, just a matter of minutes ago, with that new tornado warning in southwestern Johnson County. They had been getting some funnel reports with that, and that's why they chose to issue that tornado warning. So again, southwestern Johnson County is within that tornado warning. Probably going to be very, very near the Frytown area once again.
Yep.
Right now, let's see, it looks from this particular storm, Corey, if you're in northern Washington County, Kelowna, just west of there along Highway 22, you're still in the warning, but the storm itself is now past you. So if you're in Kelowna or west of there on 22, either side of that, I would say for the time being, you are free to come back out of your safe location. However, you want to keep watching things because we've seen additional thunderstorms keep popping up, and that's been one of the challenging things with this is keeping up with all of these different tornado warnings and the various storms that have been going on, and they kind of pulse up, produce a funnel, produce a brief tornado, goes away, then it comes back again, and that's been the theme for the night.
If you're in the area,
there is one new special marine warning.
Sort of in that area as well, Sharon Center. Very, very similar path to what we saw the other night on Friday. You know what to do, and you know what these tornadoes can do, so make sure to get into your safe spot as well. We're really looking at this area on the southwestern part of the storm. Let me highlight it here with the arrows again, right here. That's the area of rotation possible. Just on the Johnson, that's right in the corner there, right on the Johnson, Iowa, and Washington County lines on the southwestern part of Johnson County. Moving off to the northeast at about 25 miles per hour. Another area that we've been watching, still concerned about, is also in Johnson County up here near the Oxford area. So now when we had several storm cells earlier, those storm mergers that we call them It's not a business deal, but it does change the atmosphere just a bit. So we have 2 areas of rotation that we're concerned about in this storm where tornado warnings are in effect as well. We'll pull it up here with our straight velocity view here near the Oxford area. That's an area of rotation that we are concerned about. The National Weather Service is as well. That was mentioned in their last update to the tornado warning. Your folks in Oxford should be in a tornado safe location, basement, interior room on the first floor of your house if you don't have a basement. Up here in northwestern Johnson County as well. That's another area of rotation. Let's pinpoint just a bit closer. That's very close to the Swisher and Sioux Falls area, Shrewsbury as well, as it moves off to the northeast. So those folks also need to be taking their precautions at this point as those storms continue to sort of run into each other in the Iowa and Johnson County areas. They're still certainly dangerous and could produce a tornado at any time.
Yeah, that area we're highlighting southwest of Swisher, it looks like the rotation is trying to tighten up a little bit. I'm going to eventually get up our North Liberty City cam. It'll take a moment for me to bring that up. But I will be working on that at max 2 in about 10 seconds. So if you want to bring that up shortly here. But again, that area just southwest of Swisher looks to be a tightening area of rotation. Okay, over, let's do a storm track on that, Corey, first.
Let me change the speed a bit here. I think it's picked up speed
about
just a little bit.
20, I want to say.
About 20. Okay, we got that done. Let's move this off to the northeast here. This is the area where the rotation is located. Over the next 25 minutes, areas that need to be in their safe place for sure. Swisher, 823. Western at 832. Airport National Golf Course, which is in the Ely area, 837. That's where you need to be in your tornado safe place. Do it now. Don't wait for it to get to you. You should be seeking shelter at this time.
And we have a new storm report. Emergency manager reports possible tornado touchdown a couple miles north of Middle Amana at 7:43. So that just came into us. But this line of thunderstorms now we know has a history of producing a couple of touchdowns, maybe a new touchdown that happened a little bit ago in the Amanas with a touchdown possibly happening in the Amana area. Let's go real quick to our North Liberty City cam. As I want to show that. And this is looking off to the north and west. So we've got 965 in the, or rather, Interstate 380 in the foreground. Let me back out the view a little bit. So that's looking off to that area of rotation that's pretty much west of northwest of North Liberty at this point, to the southwest of Swisher. And that would be, let's see if I can try to see something here.
It's hard because the contrast in the image is not great, and that's not the camera's fault, it's just the time of day. It's hard to get that look at it with the rain behind it, because that's also dark, and we're looking for darker parts of the clouds sticking down from the bottom there, and it's just sort of tough to see. But there's a couple of areas of potential lowering, but it's hard to pick anyone that's particularly well-defined.
Right, exactly. And I apologize for the jerkiness ongoing. I'm just zoomed in and trying to move a little bit. And when you're zoomed in, it goes a fair bit of motion there. So we're going to keep an eye on that North Liberty City cam off air just a little bit.
Let's go to meteorologist Kaylee Pluchel. Do you have any reports from viewers? Have you received any new pictures from social media, perhaps, that we've seen that would indicate recent activity, or are we still sort of looking at stuff that happened in the county earlier?
Right now, I haven't seen anything very recent.
Okay.
Most of the stuff is from the earlier storm at this point, but I am continually checking it. There's a lot of messages coming in, so we may get something here in the next week.
Okay, very good. That's we'll be keeping an eye on it. You're back in the weather lab taking a look at all that stuff. We don't want you to take pictures if you're in the area of most concern, obviously, because that is rather dangerous. So only when it's safe would we advise going out that direction. I believe we're going to be going to the mobile weather lab.
Yes, thank you.
Where was this located again?
This was on 965 of the Iowa River, looking north.
So if he could run his wipers one time real quick, we'd be able to get a little better picture as the camera is focusing on the water on the glass instead of on the storm. Perfect. Ask and you shall receive. And you can see that dark area there. Other folks out and about in this area, which they really shouldn't be, frankly.
Yeah, and if, trained weather spotters are going to be out monitoring this particular situation, so, it's one of those that they know what they're looking for. They know the type of things that they need to be watching to see what's happening. So again, that's on 965 at the Iowa River, looking northwest toward that area of rotation that we've been seeing near the Swisher-Shoeyville area that's going northeast as well.
A bunch of folks in the Cedar Rapids area, including myself and our screen, warning, as it popped up there on our broadcast there from the Mobile Weather Lab. A flash flood warning has been issued for this area of storms because it's just moving so slowly off to the northeast and producing quite a bit of rainfall in some spots as well. You can see this red box here. That's where we are seeing that flash flood warning. So that does include the Cedar Rapids area as these storms continue to move off to the north and east. That flash flood warning goes in effect until 2:15 a.m. That includes parts of Benton, Iowa, Johnson, and Lynn counties. And that's just an area where you could see some street flooding. Creeks that are already running high from the precipitation we saw last night will be on the rise as well with that activity. Now, we're obviously also concerned about the potential for tornadoes with these storms. Tornado warnings continue for northeastern Iowa County, northwestern Johnson County, as well as southwestern Johnson County. There are 2 tornado warnings in those areas. That's the wrong tool there. Let's start with the one that's just southwest of Iowa City. This storm doesn't look quite as impressive as the others on the reflectivity scale. Of course, we know that it doesn't take much, as we've seen with many of the other storms tonight that produced funnel clouds or tornadoes. They don't have to have a lot in terms of heavy rainfall or hail. This area is where we're concerned about the potential for a tornado. It looks like we have a new warning as well.
Let's see. That's going to be for Grundy and Hardin.
So let's take a look at that real quick. So this area up here has had several tornado warnings as well. Grundy and Hardin until 9 o'clock. And like I was just saying, the storms don't have to look like much on pinpoint Doppler radar to have the risk for a potential tornado, and that is located just 7 miles southeast of Eldora. Sorry. Yeah, I got my L's and E's mixed up there. But that's this area right here.
There is one new tornado warning for Iowa.
As we're looking at the Des Moines radar site, so that's where that rotation is in a fairly tight area. So that is a potential for a tornado moving off to the northeast at about 10 miles per hour.
So yeah, some slow movers up in the Hardin and Grundy County areas as well.
A brisk walk would keep up with that in the Grundy and Hardin County area, because it's really just near that boundary that we've seen all these storms firing. Evester, 849, Miller Memorial Park, moving off to the northeast at 8:55 as well. So you will need to be in your safe spot up there in the northwestern part of the TV9 viewing area in Hardin and Grundy counties.
Yeah, so Eldora under 1 tornado warning for a separate thunderstorm. Grundy Center at this particular time, not under a tornado warning. There you can see that Corey mentioned that boundary ongoing, pretty much northwest to southeast across the area. Just enough spin, getting stretched upward within these thunderstorms. Not really what we as meteorologists would consider a classic severe weather day by any means, but there's just enough spin happening and just enough oomph, rising motion within these thunderstorms to pull that rotation upward and cause numerous reports of funnel clouds, a few reports of brief tornadoes on the ground. In fact, I just got a note here in our chat with the Weather Service. Washington County deputy reporting a tornado on the ground at Juniper and Highway 22, a couple miles east of Wellman. That would have been from a couple of minutes ago is when that one came in. So again, a couple miles east of Wellman, a possible tornado on the ground reported from...
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Illinois.
And Corey is now looking at that area of rotation located just south of Cedar Rapids near the Swisher area.
Yep, that's an area of pretty significant concern at this point, as it's perhaps the strongest area of rotation we have with any of these storms right now, and it's very near the Swisher area, just about to move into Sioux Falls, which is sort of an unincorporated area, I believe, just west of Interstate 380 there. Make sure that you are in your safe place now. Ely, you're online for this at about 8:44. Palisades Kepler State Park, which is in the southeastern part of Lynn County, 8:58. So that's much further down the line. So hopefully these storms start to weaken in just a bit. Twin View Heights area, just near Lake McBride as well. That's another area of concern with this storm. We'll put the velocity scope back on here, and that's right there where you can see that combination. Very near Highway 965, just south of Swisher, right as we were showing earlier, near the Coralville Lake area. So that is a major source of concern right now, I say, as that rotation starts to tighten up. And as we've been talking through the evening of storms that don't have that classic look to them, and this one does. It has that little hook shape here as well on the radar, so that is a storm that we are concerned about.
And on Max 2, I have our North Liberty City Cam up once again. This is looking generally in the northward direction, so on the far left side of the screen is 380. In fact, I can kind of give you a bit more perspective here, and we'll pan to the left a little bit. So you see traffic moving along 380 at this particular time. If you happen to know somebody who would be moving on 380 south of Swisher, I would give them a call and tell them they really need to pull off somewhere, not at a highway overpass. Do not shelter at a highway overpass, but some sort of sturdy building, any of the gas stations that are located on some of the exits there. If somebody is planning on going north out of North Liberty, I would have them just sit tight for a little bit. Because again, this area of rotation is very near 380, probably maybe a mile or two south of the Swisher exit at this particular time. So again, crossing 380 would be where that area of rotation is located. I'm going to pan back to the right on our North Liberty City Cam. And we're going to see basically what we've been seeing for the most part this evening. It's really hard to tell if there's anything going on because it's getting darker out. There's a lot of rain with these going on. So if there were to be a tornado, you probably are not going to be able to see it much in advance, if at all. So I would not advise to look out the window and say, oh, can I see it coming my direction? Just don't bother. Trust us on this. There have been reports of funnels and a brief touchdown.
Issues a tornado warning for southwestern Grundy County. A tornado warning for southwestern Grundy County. Storm 7 miles southeast of Eldora or just northeast of West, moving northeast at 10 miles an hour. Time 2024.
I'm going to switch location and head for it.
Hardin County, 1 shot fire, show us the route.
There is one new tornado warning for Iowa.
Q330, the Ackley trucks. You got your eyes open. It's coming, maybe moving this way.
There is one. There are two new warnings affecting Arkansas and Texas.